Hey there, my fellow recruiters, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Necesse, Episode 4, Hiring Guards. So we're back at the Snow Village. We've been here before. And we'll see if we can't afford any of the guards here. Even if we can't afford guards, like, there might be other NPCs that are fine. You could definitely get by with, like, regular old villagers. It's not going to kill you or anything. It's just better to have guardsmen, I think. Oh, and while we're here, we can piss off the polar bear and make them fight it. So you can see, he does a little bit more damage than me. Oops, sorry. I did get a polar claw, which is a trinket that freezes or slows down enemies that I hit. So this guy wants 3 attack speed potions, but I have the health potions and coins. So if I went back home, 3 attack speed potions is his cost. We'll talk to some of the other guardsmen while we're out here too. Maybe the farmer as well. He wants 59 fertilizer. We're starting to get that back home. So we're working on that as well. Here's another guardsman. Resistance potions. So 3 attack speed or 2 resistance. Here's the third. 1 battle potion. Attack speed, resistance, and battle. I think that's probably all the guards here. So let's head back home and see if we meet any of those requirements. Oh, there was also a mage up there too. I wouldn't mind having a mage, access to mage. They could be pretty handy. Alright. So we have 1 attack speed potion. In order to make more, we would need void shards, so that's not something that we can support. Resistance potions require rockfish. And the last one wanted a battle potion, which is terrorfish and swampfish. So this is where having an angler would come in handy. So I don't really have what I need for those guys. So what I could do instead is pivot and try to get an angler instead. Or to get some other NPC that I might be able to... Some other NPC that I find useful that can still help me in combat, like a farmer or a mage. I think that's probably a better solution. So if I went after a farmer, farmers typically want fertilizer. I'm not sure where I store my fertilizer. Oh, up here. So I'm going to bring the fertilizer I have on me up there to see if it's enough fertilizer. And then I'll also talk to the mage and see what the mage wants. I have a pretty good amount of wool right now. I could kill more sheep, of course, but I'm sitting on enough for like 3 more beds or something like that. Those potions are also pretty easily found just dungeon spelunking. You find a lot of potions going through dungeons. So if I want to get the potions, I could either find an alchemist to buy them. So there actually might even be an alchemist in this town that I could just like straight up buy the potions required to hire those guys. Or to go into dungeons and find the potions, or... Oh, speed potions? I had 3 speed potions, didn't I? Man. I should have kept those on me. Already talked to Glenn. So here's an angler. I wanted to hire an angler. He wants godfish as an initial investment though, which I don't have godfish. Ooh. I like that weapon blessing. Now there was a mage, I think, up here. Nope, he doesn't want to join. I think I haven't fulfilled his requirement, but he does sell books and potions and the like. Alright. I think it might be... So, I feel like I had the speed potions required. So that was what, Billy? And if I don't have the speed potions at home, what I'll do is I'll go to the desert village and see if I can just buy speed potions. Yeah, 3 speed potions? I have that. Perfect. So let's get back to him. I'm going to do this the quick way. I'm getting lazy. Just use a teleport scroll. Probably a poor use of one, but trying to save myself some time. So that means we have a raffle for Billy the Guard. Raffle time is up. Good luck. If I can find him. Here he is. Done! We got Billy. Alright. I'm gonna go to one other town to see about finding one more guard. I do realize I won't have so this spare bed here will be used if we get one more guard, but that's fine by me. So settlers, Billy sleeps here. Billy will be renamed soon. And then we're also going to want to hook Billy up with... So Billy, as far as work priorities go, Billy just hauls. So I'm going to have Arcane Fennec not haul anymore and focus on farming and forestry. And then eventually hunt. Because Billy, being a guard, can only haul. So he might as well just be our dedicated hauler at this point. Until there's things worth killing. Yonadon, thank you for the sub. And there's another snow village to my south and a forest village to the northeast. So there's a lot of opportunity to potentially recruit some additional guardsmen. We'll just keep an eye on that. So here we are in a new biome, the desert biome. Desert biome is more unique than the other biomes in that, like, nothing really grows here other than, like, cacti for flora. Angler. Let's see what we got. And I'll just steal everything not nailed down. Shamelessly. Corn, sunflower, chili peppers. So there's a farmer. I wouldn't mind having a farmer. Check his recruit costs. He needs a lot of wheat. I can't afford that. Check the other guy. I can recruit the farmer. So Justin the farmer will also join us if I say yes. I'm not going to say yes just yet. I'm going to take a look at what there is to recruit here beforehand and let you guys vote on who our last recruit will be for now. So Carl, I can recruit. He's another guard. Hypothetically, I could recruit both the farmer and the guard. And then just I'll need to build an additional bedroom for that, which I think is fine. Let's check the other guards too. Alfred won't join. Tony will join. Tony has a speed potion as well. So we could do Tony or whatever the other guardsman name was. Carl. Should I recruit both the farmer and guard? You guys vote on that now. And with potentially the need for additional beds, I will kill their sheep. Boink. All your wool are belong to us. I could just like make shears and shear them, but you know, killing them is of no consequence. I like how there's just zombies in the sheep pen. It's like, how'd you get in there? Spawn in there? Make sure that I stole all their stuff. Oh yeah, there was a lot of wood in there. Where'd you even get that wood? You're in the desert. All there is here is like cacti. Alright, you guys want me to vote to recruit both. I'll just do that. So Justin. Welcome. And let's go find Carl. There he is. Very nice mohawk he has. And that's a raffle timer for 3 different things now. Alright, let's head home. Having finished our lovely recruiting efforts. So for now, what I'm going to do is just set them up on like a shared bedroom, but I'm going to make them individual beds as well. So command, settlers, you sleep here. Billy, Carl, Justin, Arcane, and then the guide sleeps down there. So this is an extra bed. Cool. All right, raffle timer. So first one I'm going to raffle off is Justin. That's a hell of a name for a farmer. Then Billy. And then Carl. Cool. Changing... Oop, I didn't mean to use that scroll again. Changing the work priorities as well. So, the guards are just hauling priority. Everyone else is not. My farmer is going to be fertilized priority, and I need to set up fertilization zones. So for now, I only want to fertilize my sunflower field. Eventually, I'll fertilize other things as well, and I'm also going to make a sickle so that we can have our farmer effectively harvest. All right, looking good. So current priority now is build 2 new bedrooms, and then after I do the 2 new bedrooms, I'm going to want to then give the set them up with some initial gear, because naked and ungeared villagers are not able to defend themselves. So the guardsmen came with iron boots and iron chestplate, so getting 2 iron helmets for them would be nice. And then the other, the guide, variants, and arcane fennec also need some gear, because they're naked here, as you can see. But at least the guards came with some of their own stuff, which is helpful. All right, so if we're going to be building, the other thing that I just realized is I am probably pretty low on stone. Yeah, so let's acquire some more stone, and this might be an opportunity to also just like grab. So we have a faster pick, right? So it's going to be easier for me to like manual mine if I really need to. And we might find more loot down here as well. Like a random chair in the middle of the cave system. That makes sense. So your villagers that farm will automatically harvest and then replant. Oh, some vamps. Will automatically harvest and replant, which is really nice. Whereas, like, if you, the player, do it, you have to, like, choose to replant. So it's a little bit more manual labor. So I really like to be hands-off on farming, you know, after I get some initial settlers. I just don't do my own farming anymore. Unless I'm setting up new plots. Because they can't set up new plots, but... Oh, treasure area. Nice. So these treasure areas just have a bunch of treasure on the ground, which is good to pad the bank account. That's gold in there, so I will set my last bomb up right there. Oh, and another caveling holding gold. Do I have ninja stars? I do. Where'd the caveling go? Oh, so this is a really good situation where the caveling is, like, cornered. So I went into this section of the cave and there was nowhere to go, so it was really easy to finish it off. How much stone do I have now? 515. And do a little bit more caving, and then I'll get to building those bedrooms. Oh, here's an enemy I haven't interacted with, the cave mole. Subterranean, well, I guess everything down here is subterranean technically, but like burrowing. Oh, another cave. Oh, 2 cavelings. Very nice. Give me that gold. It's been pretty lucrative. I think the other caveling went this way. Yep, there he is. Okay. Probably have enough stuff to warrant turning back and starting to build again. Oh, there's another caveling. I just have to. Gold is really nice to have. It, you know, some of the best initial gear that you can make. So, anytime you see a gold caveling, or gold, because there's straight up gold in the cave here, probably get it. You will know when you reach a point where, like, gold loses its value, but early game, it's awesome. Oh, dear lord. So many. And they're a little bit easier to hunt because of the trinket I got off that polar bear, which slows enemies down when I hit them. Otherwise, the cavelings, like, zip away much, much, much more quickly. So, that trinket is really nice to have. And I would say trinkets can be like make or break a build. More into the theory of building. Depending on the trinkets you've got, it can really significantly change your effectiveness. So 135 gold ore. I like it. That will help. Nice. Everything is sorted. And I can always drop box everything that I just grabbed so that I'm not the one organizing anything. All right, let's get some new bedrooms. The first boss that you fight is summoned above ground. So every boss will have a very specific condition for its summoning. And the first one is above ground and during the nighttime. And I will say it's very important that it's during the nighttime. Because, fair warning, if daybreak hits while you're fighting the boss will just despawn. And the item that you used to summon the boss, because unlike a game like, let's say, Terraria, bosses here are summoned by you on purpose. You don't accidentally stumble in. Ooh, look at all that wood! Yeah, forestry! Oh god, that's so much nicer. You won't accidentally stumble into a boss. Just like, oopsie, I ran into one. It's always an intentional summoning. So, with that said, it's important to fulfill the requirements and then also know that you can lose the opportunity to fight the boss if, like, you desummon it or something, depending on the conditions. And then if you die to it, it's also gone. So that's another thing to note, is like, don't die. Seems obvious. Some games allows you like to respawn and continue fighting, other games not so. Yeah, I guess you can accidentally summon it if you just like use the boss items, but in this game all the bosses are sort of like player summoned. Unlike a game like Terraria where, you know, it's like progression and time based. That's not entirely true because you can also summon bosses in like Terraria, but sometimes they show up without you know, wanting them to. This one's a bit different. With that said, raids don't follow that rule. Raids will show up whether you want them or not, so be ready for raiders. Best way to be ready for raiders is just to have well-equipped colonists and to have choke points in the base. So as you can see, I built a choke point here. So if I wanted to defend against raiders, I could like wall up the rest of the base and just have this be the only entryway. Which is sort of what I'm designing. Let's get these new beds. And then I'm also going to put the guardsmen like closest to that choke point. So that will be the guardsmen's sleeping spots. Settlers. Celeb sleeps here. And Nerone sleeps here. Arcane, you sleep there. Variants, you sleep there. So now no one's using the crafting room as a bedroom. This little icon just means that they have stuff on them that you can just, you know, take if you want. Easy peasy. All right. New priority is equip the settlers with decent gear. So right now it's nighttime. I'm not going to be able to defeat the boss tonight. I mean, I could probably fight it now with what I have, but I'd rather be over-prepared than under-prepared. Where is my boss items? Here we are. So, Mysterious Portal calls for a powerful creature. Summon at night using a Mysterious Portal to kill Evil's protector. And the reward for it is a lunchbox. Sounds funny, but lunchboxes are actually pretty useful. So if I want gear, first thing I should do is to probably hook up my guardsmen with like an iron helmet each. There are set bonuses in the game. So if you complete a full set, you get the bonus. So a guardsman's complete set is +2 armor. So they're up to 18 armor. And then these guardsmen have iron swords, which is good enough. Oh, you know what I could do? I'm gonna move the guide in here. So that I am not really using the starter shed. Because he is all the way down here, and he doesn't really need to be. So, like, we'll phase that out. That could be, like, the guest room. Alright, Celeb, here's a helmet for you. So the guards are decently equipped now. Decent enough. I just need armor sets for Variance and Fennec. And then I don't have boots for myself. I don't... I am going to make a... I'm going to roll out a gold set for myself. Pricey. But now I have a full set of gold armor with set bonuses. And then... I'm going to have mixed gear sets for the remainder too. So they won't have a set bonus. That also means that, like, Guide the Elder won't have a... I don't have armor for him yet. But that's okay. This primitive heavy hammer definitely could have a better blessing, so I will bless that for Fennec. So let's do a... Is this a ranged weapon? No, it's a melee weapon, even though it's kind of ranged. So I actually don't have a better blessing for that. So maybe get a little bit more ore and, like, bless the heavy hammer with a blessing that matters. Oh, also, if I wanted more iron ore, I do have 2 dynamite sticks, which are really good at mining. They're even bigger than the regular bomb mining tools. All right, and Variance, the farmer. Here's some equipment, and a pitchfork seems right for a farmer to have. And that's actually not a bad weapon to have, either. So I would say Fennec needs a weapon, but apart from that, they're pretty well set up. So I'm just going to get some quick iron down here, if I can find some, to hook them up with like an iron sword or something like that. I'm not going to use the dynamite unless I find, like, a rich node. It'd be not worth it. It also might be worth, if I can give myself, like, a gold sword or something like that, that would be probably worth the investment as well. Because my own gear is paltry. Ooh, vampires. Maybe they have some good stuff. I like how I could just go into a new room and just blast with the blood bolts. Very easy way to figure out if it's safe in there or not. Oh, more cowls? Has a bad blessing on it, but... And then we have A summoning weapon blessing. I haven't had any, found any summoning items yet. And then a trinket. Vamp trinket. Sapphires, I'll show you. If you have enough of them, you can make shard cannons, revolvers, eye patches, things like that. I don't have the materials for most of those pieces. They're kind of, they require, like, late game materials. Definitely worth collecting for later, but it's not really a resource that I find that I think I'm going to be able to utilize this stream. Ooh, a thing of TNT. Hopefully, oh yeah, the switch is not too far. Whoa, that was a different. Okay, that was sketchy. At least we'll get a lot of stone off of that. I thought the switch was to the northern one. There is an overlay that you can show for wires, because the TNT is actually wired up to these. And so, for instance, the switch here is on top of the TNT, so like this TNT, I am not going to set off because it would just be suicide. But here, as you can see, those are the wirings. So I could, you know, dig up the wirings and rewire it so that this switch would be usable, but I'll just keep a thing of TNT on me. If you're wondering, TNT is made of 4 dynamite sticks, but you can't, like, unmake it. Loot room. Ooh, more bombs. Perfect. And a blessing for magic weapons. The blessing that I already have on my blood bolt, so it's the best ranged blessing. Oh, and also a Zephyr charm. Ah, nice. That's really important, as you'll see soon once I get back to town. Or I think actually I require a little bit more progress, but Zephyr charms are really sweet. I'm gonna put it on. Oh, here's a big enough thing of iron to warrant the TNT explosion. You stop shooting me. So these are much bigger. Oh, another Zephyr charm. I probably have the materials I need to be able to make what I need to make. So we'll go back to town. And get ready for the boss fight. I'm just deciding on what to ditch here, because I keep finding nice stuff. Cabbage seeds. Yeah, I definitely want those. And this is where the drop boxes really come in handy, because I absolutely filled up my inventory full of stuff, and I could just dump it all instantly. Very nice. And you can see the guardsmen are already sorting it for me. Alright, I do have enough for... So I don't have enough for like a gold weapon for myself, unless I have more gold to smelt. Which I don't think I do. Oh, no, I do. Okay, so maybe I'll make myself like a gold sword. And then make an iron sword for Fennec. Because that'll be better than this pitchfork. In fact, I could even give this pitchfork over to him. That pitchfork has enough. It's good enough to have him use it. So Fennec, you are using a copper sword. We could do better than that. So command. Where is he? He is foresting up here. You can take my old pitchfork. No, I don't even have to make a better weapon. The NPCs will automatically sort of equip themselves with like the best possible thing they can find. So you don't really need to do that for them unless you want to micromanage it. It might be worth micromanaging in some instances though, when you are fighting certain bosses and you want like, you want them to have like ranged weapons versus melee weapons or something like that. There might be an instance where you want to lock out melee weapons. If you have a boss with high mobility that you can't peg down, it's useful to like rely more on ranged or something like that. All right. While we wait for nightfall, so the current priority right now is defeat the first boss. While we wait for nightfall, I might as well plant some extra stuff. So let's get farmlands going. With all the foresting that my settlers have done, I was able to make a ton of farm plots. And I was absolutely not kidding about the importance of of sunflowers, as you can see. Kind of planted a few of them. Having like 100 plots of sunflower seeds is like not unreasonable. I don't see that our farmer has fertilized anything though. So, if he did fertilize a plot, it would look kind of bumpy. I'll put the fertilizer away and see if he starts. Make sure that the work priorities are correct. Fertilization, then farming. Yeah, it was prioritized. So I guess we didn't have fertilizer, or he didn't get to it. For now, that's probably enough sunflowers. So we'll plant the rest of the ice blossoms, start cabbage, and plant some more corn. Oops. Looking good. Thank you for tuning in to Necesse, which originally streamed live on Twitch July 9th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow viewers.